All right, Doug Smith, Duane Plapp, or I affectionately call Papa Plapp. How
Cha-ching,
you
baby.
doing, sir?
Fantastic, cha-ching.
You look
Great
great.
weather here in Kentucky.
We are in Lexington, South Carolina. You can see I'm in my hotel room. We've got some of the team members somewhere. There we go. They're back there working. We are on the road, meeting clients, shaking hands, kissing babies, and getting stuff done.
A lot of baby kissing, huh?
Yeah, well, Well, okay. Hey, today's topic, working on your business instead of in your business. Whether you own or operate a business, a restaurant who we work with, whether you're a one-person sales operation, your own digital marketing company, your own company, whatever, the ultimate goal is to work on it, not in it, because when you're in it, you're among the weeds and you can get lost and you can't build relationships, right? You've got to work on it, not in it.
Well, the problem is that most businessmen have a tendency to what I call lower their income level by doing this. If you're working in your business, many times you're doing functions and jobs that you're paying somebody maybe from $10 to $15 an hour to do. Okay, so now you're doing that. So guess what? You just lowered your expense to yourself. In other words, what you've done is you now become a $15 an hour employee rather than the guy who owns the business who's supposed to be out there creating business. And like you got a restaurant. Okay, I was talking to a guy this week, and he's a manager of a restaurant, and I've talked to several people that go in there, and they go in there for one reason. The guy who runs the place, he's basically the owner and he's manager as well. He's in there touching tables. He's in there talking to people. He's out there shaking hands with the customers. Once in a while, he'll give a guy a free dessert, or he'll give a guy a drink or whatever, and complimentary or whatever. But he's constantly meeting the people, creating relationships. Well, guess what? That makes me want to go back again. Now all of a sudden, I got a friend. People want to eat where they got friends. And if the manager's your friend or the owner's your friend, guess what? You're going back there more often than you would if you just went there one time and no one ever talked to you. And that is just huge. And the same token, you got to get out there and meet the people. Not only to meet the people in the restaurant, but do some networking. Get involved with the Chamber of Commerce. Get involved with your local business association. Become one of the entrepreneurs of the local area. Become a known entity. The minute you start working in as you call it, the weeds, you've now expensed yourself as a $15 employee. You can delegate that. You can hire someone to do those things. The minute you start doing them, you just cut your revenue in half.
Well, I think the idea, and you and I talk a lot about the whole networking, building relationships. Great example. The meeting we have here at 12:30, so in an hour and a half from when we're doing this live, we were connected by a guy who I've been friends with for 10 years, who I met via BNI at a national conference down in Tampa. He does merchant services, point of sale, great referral opportunity. We're actually referring business back and forth. He set this meeting up because I'm looking through my LinkedIn Rolodex. I'm like, okay, we're going to be in South Carolina. Who can I connect with? Connected with him, talked to him. He set this up. Here's a restaurant. It's a great prospect. And it was, kind of 10 years into making, but it didn't happen overnight. We've got a relationship. We trust each other. And this guy's willing to put his name on the line and go, hey, you got to talk with these guys. Lo and behold, we got a meeting with a great prospect, all because of the networking stuff. And you're always working ahead.
Yeah, and again, that's all from working on the business, not in the business. And people have a time we want to micromanage. Okay, well, guess what? The minute you start micromanaging, working in the business, getting in the weeds, you're not creating, you're not getting out there and growing your business. You're actually, the minute they always say, the minute you start standing still is when you're going backwards. And the fact if you're not out there working and creating networking and touching the people at your tables, or getting involved with your customers or your prospective customers or whatever, you're not growing your business anymore. And you're now just simply you're trying to stay ahead of the thing. It's almost like a baseball game trying not to lose. Okay. I'm playing a baseball game. I was talking last night in a baseball game. The guys are they're getting more aggressive, going after the first pitch. If he knows the guy's going to throw a strike, go after the first pitch. Get a little more aggressive. Put the ball in play. And if you're not doing that, then you're trying to figure out, okay, I'm trying not to lose. And when you try not to lose, guess what happens? You lose.
That's what happens like in the NFL or college when you see the prevent defense. oftentimes it prevents nothing except from them winning. And it's the same thing in the business standpoint.
It's the prevent from winning defense.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. The guys go in these preventive defenses, and guess what? Everybody they just go down the field. Next thing you know, they're scoring. They're going, "What the hell just happened?" Well, I was in the prevent defense. Well, you prevented what? Nothing.
Well, but I think the way to kind of summarize all of this is you have to be able to think bigger picture. Like me, looking at a couple weeks ahead, we're going to be in South Carolina. Who do I know? Looking ahead, if you're stuck in the weeds and you're working in the business, you're typically in the mindset of now. You're not looking big picture. When you're working on the business, you have the ability and you set yourself up to think weeks and months down the road, which allows you to think ahead. That's really the big difference.
Yeah, big time. It's just a matter of you got to get out there and you got that vision. I mean, your company, for instance, with you and Matt and the team, you guys are always visionaries. Okay, what can we do today to make a difference? What can we do to grow our company? What's a new idea? The minute you're out there and you're doing things like that, all of a sudden ideas come to you. Okay, all of a sudden you create some new ideas. And I was talking about that with coaching. I was reading an article the other day. The whole idea of coaching is that you get a third party idea person, a person who's not connected to your company. So he's coaching you on your company, and he's coming up with ideas that you never would have thought of because you're right in the thick of it, where he's sitting on the outside looking at it and goes, what kind of things can he possibly do? That's an idea, a value of a coaching. And so it's the same token. Get out there, meet the people, you create new ideas, you're talking to people, they're giving you ideas. And those ideas create the vision, which create more business, which creates you to grow. Hello.
Excellent.
Hello,
that's what we're waking up for to do, man. Good stuff as always, Papa Plap. I hope you and Mama enjoy the weekend. It's supposed to be nice up there, I think, isn't it?
It's supposed to be gorgeous.
Beautiful. Well, you guys get out, cruise the golf cart, right, don't run over anybody.
Don't worry. I'll get that golf cart out, rock and roll, baby.
Cool. Well, we will see you again next week. Great information. Look forward to it, and I'll see you in person in the office sometime next week.
Well, great. Have some fun doing some video conferencing with clients and with prospective clients, and have a good time, and good luck to you.
Heck yeah, man. This is fun. I love this.
All right. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.